Okay, I had a 2-wire DSL modem from AT&T that was giving me trouble for a little while. It would reset, the power light would come on green, and the wireless and Ethernet would go green, but the DSL light would just flash and it would never come up. The internet light would never come up. And then one day it just failed, where no lights would come up, but the power light would come up, and it would come up red. So after about an hour of troubleshooting, I figured out that it was this guy. It's a little tricky. I had my multimeter, and when I checked the voltage on it, it's 5.1 volts and 2.2 amps, but I would check the voltage on it, and it would be 5.1 volts. However, when you plug it into the router, it would pull some current, and you can't really tell unless you can get to the connectors to check the voltage. But the voltage would drop to 4 or less volts. So this thing could supply the voltage, but not the current. So anyways, I broke it open with a hammer, hit it a couple times, and this fell off. It's just glued on. There are no locking mechanisms of any type. And to get the PCB out, there's a little tab right here. There's the same place on this side. You got to push the plastic off and let this come out. It'll slide out this way. There's a tab right there too, so you have to slide it this way. What ended up being wrong was a capacitor right down here. This is the old capacitor that went bad. It's kind of bulging at the top, not too much, but it was bad. It reads about 200 microfarads, and it's rated at 1010 volts. So, at 1000 microfarad 25 volt cap I put in, it's a bit bigger. I have to tape this back together, but it goes on good enough. And that fixed the problem. I'll kind of show you right here what I'm talking about. This is a DC load. This will pull current. Need one of these. You could probably short it out with your DMM, but this is a control load. You can see 5.2 volts, and before I'd get it just past 0.5 and it would be 4.0, 3.7. If I went over that, it would just drop to 1. But once I replace that cap, you can see 2 amps, 4.5 volts. It's not bad. Anyways, I got my electrolytic capacitor from Mouser, MOUSER.com. They're pretty cheap. A lot better than paying $50 for a new router and power adapter.